Good morning, welcome back to the YouTube. Today I'm going to do a full day of eating whilst we are out here in the States. Be a little bit different to the last full day of eating. My food's not actually changed. However, there is a little bit of flexibility in the diet, right? We're more than 3 weeks post show now. So baseline food is still relatively low. The actual macros what I should be eating are on screen now. It's the same as the last full day of eating. So if you want to see the actual strict meal plan, go back and watch that video. Whilst we're out here, we're eating slightly more intuitively at the minute. Still clean food, but there is a lot more opportunity for deviation, right? A few more cheat meals. Yesterday, for example, we went out for a nice steak and then got some ice cream for dessert. Today will be a little bit cleaner just because of obviously an off plan yesterday. But I'm just gonna take you through, show you kind of what a usual day looks like out here and show you what American food we get up to. First things first though, it is 4 AM, I'm about to go and do my cardio. Well, steps today because it's leg day, so I've not got cardio. But morning drink that I have every single morning, whether I'm out here, whether I'm at home, that does not change. We do 50 ml of aloe vera in there. And then top it up to a litre of fluid. And then in there, we throw in our ESN daily. This is just glutamine, creatine, collagen, leucine. I top it up with some extra glutamine to get it to 10 grams of glutamine total. Again, great for gut health, as is the aloe vera. And again, top it up with some creatine to get that up to 10 grams as well. Now the only other slightly more exciting thing, you see this all the time, right? Obviously this is my electrolyte drink I have when I'm doing cardio, okay. Typically in the UK, I don't use ESN's electrolytes right now because they have 20 grams of carbs in. I'd love to, the pink grapefruit hydro load is my favorite, but 20 grams of carbs in the morning when I'm doing fasted cardio doesn't go well. So instead, the usual one I use is a potassium-based hydration product. So it's got about 1 gram of potassium in and about 200 to 400 sodium. In the US, finding an electrolyte supplement with a higher potassium ratio was near enough impossible. The only one I was able to find was the Ghost Hydration Sticks or their ready-to-drinks. Their actual tub of powder is different for whatever reason. I have no idea why. I don't think they do either. But the hydration sticks were the only option, basically. So we got a big bag of those for my time out here so that I can still get my potassium in the morning, because otherwise I was ending up cramping quite a lot just because that's the electrolyte ratio my body was used to. So yeah, we do that. And that's that. I might stop at a 7-Eleven on the way to the gym just to grab another drink, so I'm a little bit dehydrated this morning from all the salt from the cheat meal yesterday. I woke up and my mouth is rather dry. I am going to take my morning supplements as well. There's a lot here. I'm not going to go through them because I think I did last video, but I'm going to go through that, take my morning subs, and then we're going to jump in the car and head to the gym and get these steps boxed off. Pretty loud here this morning, I won't lie. It is a Monday morning. This is a different gym. This is Iron Atmosphere. In fact, let me give you a quick little flip round. So this is Iron Atmosphere, okay. This is about 4 minutes from where I'm staying. So obviously I've been training at Iron Revolution. I got a DM from the gym owner of this gym, just inviting me down basically, saying day pass on him. And it was a lot closer. So I was driving about half hour to Iron Revolution in the morning for cardio. This is obviously 4 minutes down the road. And it is ridiculous how many fantastic gyms there are in New Jersey within like a 20-minute drive of each other. You just don't get this in the UK. Carl and I are going to train here later in the week. We're going to do pull here because that looks the best. But they've got like swing squats, Cybex, like they've got everything. Loads of Panetta, loads of the glute builder stuff. Like it's a really cool facility. It's pretty new, I think. They've got a very good posing room as well. So I've been coming here for cardio in the mornings just to save me driving a fair bit. So been enjoying that. Now, stopped off for a few drinks as you saw. And it's a good day. I found a new monster that I didn't even know existed. I've never seen this in my life, right? Some American Monster Ultra red, white and blue Raz. It's definitely got a red 40 in it. But, you know, who doesn't love a bit of red 40 in the morning for fasted cardio? I know I do, so yeah. We've got steps now. Probably going to do about an hour of steps here. Box off a good few. Get the fasted drink down and start getting back to some clients, doing some work, because obviously in the UK it's 5 hours ahead. I finally, last night was my first full night of sleep since being in America without having to get up early, right? So obviously 4 AM is just the normal time I get up, but all the other nights I've been getting up at about 1 in the morning for prep clients. But this week I've got nobody on stage, so I get some sleep. Harry took the overall yesterday at PCA North East, which was fantastic. So obviously last weekend he came third, and then this week we decided to put him in Classic to see if he get rewarded more than junior bodybuilding, and ended up winning the overall. We got him so unbelievably hard. I'll put some pictures on screen now. One of the best peaks I've done for some of my clients, and we've got it down so consistently now that I'm very confident. So that was a fantastic result. He was buzzing. And then Tuva took 4th in her pro qualifier in wellness, which again, fantastic stuff from everybody. So yeah, very, very happy. If you do want coaching, right, there's a link in the description now. Go fill out that type form, and then I'll be in contact to you with some more information. But yeah, a very successful weekend, a nice meal yesterday with Carl and Alyssa and some of their friends. And now we're just back to usual, cardio, meals, and then legs today. So let's get it. I will catch up with you probably back for meal 1. Right, we'll do a little taste test of the, what is it? Ultra red, white and blue Raz. Not sure you can have all 3 of those in one flavour. Interesting. It does taste like they've just gone to like one of those Coke freestyle machines. You know, when you, let's say you're at like Nando's or whatever, or Five Guys, right? And you just put a little bit of like Coke, Fanta, Dr. Pepper, you put it all in one when you're a kid. That's kind of what it tastes. They've just got like white Monster, fucking blue Hawaiian Monster, and just thrown it all in there. It's good, it's different. I feel like a lot of Monsters have a very similar flavour. That is actually a little different. That is quite nice actually, big fan. There was 2 cans left, I got them both, so one for me, one for Anne. Because I have to share, because that's apparently what boyfriends have to do. Fucking load of shit if you ask me, but I'll give her one. But I really want the other one of that. That is quite nice. Good news is, I went to a quick check that was 30 seconds from the house. So every morning I will now be stopping in the hopes of finding more of them. Right, I'm going to crank up the intensity here, box off some steps, and I will see you back at the house. So then, back from cardio a while ago, actually. It's now like 8 AM. Got back, did check-ins. So I did my cardio, my posing, put the post cardio, I'm going to say post-workout, post cardio shots on screen now. Pretty happy with the look, to be fair. 220 pounds this morning after a rather hefty meal off yesterday with Kyle and the friends. We had, I had a 12-ounce filet mignon steak, absolutely shitload of fries, couple starters, because like we ordered loads of bits for the table and everybody else didn't eat that much, so I just kind of finished everything off. And then we went out to a ice cream place after, and I nailed a massive ice cream, a pint to be precise. So yeah, pretty good condition this morning considering that. It is a leg day today, so that's going to be brutal. We need to get our meal 1 together. So meal 1 and meal 2 are the exact same today. I'm just going to do two rice pudding meals with the glorious ESN rice pudding. Code Eagles, 20% off. Obviously being post prep now, I can put my flavour powder in there. So if you don't know what flavour powder is, it's literally just a, I'm not gonna say 0 calorie, I think there's like 9 calories a serving. It's basically just a flavour powder on the tin, right? This one's the speculoos, is my favourite. It's like a Biscoffy type. So yeah, I will throw that in there with my rice pudding. 50 grams whey isolate. Which can't really go wrong. Frozen berries. The frozen berries over here I will get to. I'm not going to film making my rice pudding, right? If you want to know how to make rice pudding, 4:1 water to rice pudding ratio. So if you do 100 grams of rice pudding, you do 400 grams of boiling water. Let that soak up for a little bit. If it's still a little bit runny, slap it in the microwave for 30 seconds to a minute, rinse and repeat that until you get it to a consistency you like. Put in your flavour powders, whatever else you add to it, your salt, all that sort of stuff. And then frozen fruit on top, a little bit of cinnamon, and then whey paste, okay? Whey paste, everybody always asks, how do I make such a good whey paste? And you know what, I will just show you very, very quickly. Let's just get an angle that you can see. Right, so I use these little pots, they travel everywhere with me. These are actually from IKEA, if you want to know. Right, so you get your cinnamon cereal whey isolate. Has to be ESN for the quality. Obviously I gave Kyle a tub of this, and he was a big fan of it. So, right, weigh out, fucking hell. Weigh out your whey isolate. You then want to get your water. I'm just going to use the water I'm currently drinking because it's there. And then do the exact same. So if you just weighed out 50 grams of whey, you then want to do 50 grams of water. And then you get your spoon, and then you just literally mix. And just trust me, 1 gram of whey to 1 gram of water is the perfect ratio for ESN's isolate. And for their designer whey, I think, to be fair. If you want it a little bit thicker, do a little bit less water. If you want it a little bit more runny, do a little bit more water. But the secret is, once you've mixed this, do this first, and then just bang it in the fridge whilst you make the rest of your meal, because then it will just thicken up even more. Right, really simple. Within 30 seconds, we have like the perfect consistency. And I'll put this in the fridge and it'll just get even better. So yeah, that's how you do that. Water intake at the minute, I am 2.5 litres in. Obviously I got up quite early, it's been a few hours. And I think the hydration is massive. Post-show, it's been essential for me. Just keep your water intake nice and high. One, it's really good for you, a lot healthier, right? Great for your skin and everything, and performance in the gym if you're well hydrated. But also, fills you up a little bit, so you're not just going to eat like shit. Worst thing you can do post-show is stop drinking water, because when you're in prep, you drink loads of water. So if you then stop drinking water and start eating loads of shit, you're going to feel awful, and your body's going to feel awful, and you're going to look awful, okay? And nobody wants that, so yeah. Right, this is going in the fridge, and then I'm going to get the rice pudding together and show you the final product. With the rice pudding, one thing I do want to talk about, the little hack that, I say hack, but this goes for your oats, your cream of rice pudding. Firstly, if you're in prep and your food gets really low, and you're not really keeping an eye on fibre, because as food comes down, your fibre you're going to be intaking comes down as well. And that's when people often run into digestive difficulties and issues going to the bathroom, which is not good. We want to keep that nice and regular in prep. In life, in general, we want to keep that nice and regular. And that's where fibre products come in, right? So this is psyllium husk, and this is sun fibre, right? I've used these all prep, and I will continue to use them in the off season. Differing amounts based on food and fibre intake from other sources, obviously. But still, currently, I do 4 grams of psyllium husk twice a day, and I mix it into my rice pudding meals because it acts as sort of a binder, is the best way I can describe it. And what I mean by that is you can add way more water and it will thicken it a lot more. And that goes for cream of rice, that goes for oats. So if you really want to volumise your food, okay, if you are starving, grab some psyllium husk and then just mix it in. I do a bit of sun fibre as well, because I don't want to just do straight psyllium husk for my fibre intake. So I'll do 2 grams of sun fibre as well. But yeah, obviously be careful. Please don't go just slamming your fibre from like 0 to 100 really fucking quick, because it will just wreck your digestion. Too much fibre is as bad as too little fibre from a constipation standpoint. So you want to find that sweet spot for yourself. So do it smart, consult your coach, or if you are your own coach, do it smart, as I said. But if you mix that in, it just volumizes it a lot more. So you can get way more volume, fill yourself up way more. It will also take a little bit longer to digest, so just be conscious of that. Obviously fibre slows digestion, so yeah. But that is what I do. So I mix that in with some cinnamon, with the flavour powder, and then with my salt as well. 1 gram of salt per meal, 2 grams on the pre-workout meal. So this meal I'll do 1 gram. Pre-workout meal will literally be in like 2 hours from now, maybe an hour and a half to be honest. Because it's legs, I want to eat a little bit earlier. So we'll just drop in the salt, and that is that. Mix that in, and then the rice pudding is good to go. My main complaint with the US, just the fruit, right? I bought raspberries from Walmart, as you know, ate them, and it was like, the only way I can describe it to someone in the UK, go to your cupboard, get a paracetamol, and bite into it. That's what the raspberry tastes like, and I'm not taking the piss when I say that, like genuinely that's what it tastes like. So I binned the ones from Walmart. I bought 3 bags, binned them all after using them like twice. And then we went to Whole Foods, thinking Whole Foods is known for being good quality, nice fruit, everything like that. Bought another 3 bags of this, and if you know frozen raspberries aren't cheap. They are slightly better, still taste horrendous. I don't know what they do to their raspberries out here, but American raspberries, so far, all the ones I've had, are horrendous. Please, if you've got any recommendations of where to buy some nice tasting frozen raspberries, let me know. I think probably Costco is the answer, because I use Costco raspberries in the UK. So I'm optimistic. Fuck it, we're going to go post-workout today. I'll take the vlog with me. We'll go and explore and see if I can get some decent raspberries from Costco, because Costco raspberries in the UK are unbelievable. They are the absolute best, so hopefully that is also the case over here. We'll find out. Stay tuned for post-workout. As I said, it's legs today. I'm not filming legs for this video. This is a full day of eating. I am, however, filming legs for a video that might be out before this one, or if not, it'll be probably the next video out. So legs with Kyle is being filmed, do not worry. Hopefully you enjoyed our first push session that we filmed together. I can never say that. But yeah, we've got legs being filmed today, and then tomorrow we are filming pull. We are driving to a gym about an hour and a bit away, which is just full of new tech. So I'm so excited for that, but I'm more excited for this rice pudding because it's now like 9 AM and I'm very hungry. So time to eat, it's not 9 AM, that's a lie. But yeah, time to eat. I will break down the macros when I get to the table. Right, I've got to put this at an awkward angle because the window's behind me and the light is horrendous otherwise. So I will shift it this way. Right, we have meal number 1 and 2. They're the exact same. 518 calories, 66 carbs, 7 fat, 47 protein. 60 grams of rice pudding, 50 grams of cinnamon cereal whey isolate, 10 grams of 90% dark chocolate, 80 grams of frozen raspberries, and 50 grams of frozen blueberries. The blueberries aren't as bad. They just kind of taste of water rather than blueberry. And I think that's just because they've been pumped full of shit. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this rice pudding, and I'm going to eat it again in about an hour and a half. And then we're going to go cripple ourselves training legs. My quads have only just kind of recovered from the last quad session. So I can't wait to probably do a little bit more hamstring and glute today, whatever Carl's got planned, and be in a rather significant amount of pain. And then limp around Costco after for the video. So I will catch you for mixing up my pre-workout beverages and my intra-workout, as this is a full day of eating and that is part of my day of eating. Right, pre-workout. First things first, fill your shakers with ice. If you want to drink more water, ice. That's such a subjective thing. I just absolutely love ice. Pre-workout for the legs, same protocol as always. Crank Pump Pro, 30 grams. Normally, I don't do any stim workout on a leg day. I would typically, obviously I have my morning Monster or coffee, usually Monster. And then that would be it, just because if I do shitloads of caffeine pre-workout for legs, then my heart rate, I just can't get it back down in between sets. And I end up throwing up. However, today I'm going against that rule. I'm going to do like the smallest little bit, just 'cause I'm a little bit tired. we're gonna do like a quarter serving. Right, so a serving's 30 grams, that was 5 grams. So we'll do a third. We'll do 10 grams of stim, which should be, what is it? It's like 100 milligrams of caffeine basically, just under. So that should be fine. If I can't tolerate that, then clearly I'm not cut out for it. Right then, intra-workout wise, this is where it gets a little bit more exciting because I forgot to ask for EAAs from the ESN, or they forgot to send them. Usually, me forgot to ask for them. We've been using Axe Sledges, grind EAs and BCAs, juicy nectar flavour. Obviously, Kyle is sponsored by Axe Sledge. When I am in the US or if I'm programming stuff for clients, Axe Sledge, normally the products I'd recommend because they can't get access, or you guys can't get access to ESN out here. I think Axe Sledge is pretty reputable. I think ESN is better, but I think Axe Sledge is reputable enough, so I use their stuff when I'm out here. So, still no carbs in the intra. A sorry sight, just literally EAAs to keep me going. And one day they may be back. We will wait and see. But for right now, just EAAs, a litre of water, and about 300ml water and pre-workout. I think that's going to take my water intake when I finish both of these, obviously by the end of the session, to like near 5 litres, which is pretty good going. I will probably be exceeding my 7 litres today because I'm thirsty. So I'm post-show, I can go over my water intake. Right, we're going to head to the gym. I'm going to go disable myself training legs with Kyle. It's going to be a great session. I'm very excited for it. He's texted me to say that he's eating his pre-workout rice pudding. He calls it porridge now. Him and Alyssa have like this joke because obviously Em and I are British. And they find it quite funny that they say when they're, because the Kyle makes it wrong, he makes it on the stove instead of a kettle like a normal person. So he always says he's making his porridge, even though it's rice pudding, not porridge. But let him enjoy it, right? So easy at that. We're gonna get to the gym, warm up, get a good leg day in. You'll see that in a later video, or you've already seen it. And then Costco post-workout, followed by actual post-workout food. Had my second rice pudding, so that was the identical meal to meal one. So about 1,000 calories so far for the day, and I'm ready to go and fuck myself up, so let's get it. Right, made it to Costco. It is like, you can't see, weirdly identical to the one in Sheffield where we live. The layout's like the exact same. Em's looking at the watermelons. That is literally what my glutes look like at the minute after my leg session. Absolutely. Yeah, do you want an $8 watermelon? You have to carry it. So yeah, we're just having a little look around. I think the only thing we're going to buy really is raspberries because everything else is too big. So that is where we're up to. If I see anything cool, I'll show you, but so far it's all been identical, so it's not very exciting to film. They have some different muffins. These look pretty good. Oh, this stupid camera. We've got some blueberries and cream, and then we've also got some coffee cake. They look banging. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't need an 8-pack of muffins. Some 12% beef mince, pretty standard stuff. It all looks the same, really. They look good. Well, they probably won't taste that good then if they've got nuts in. Yeah, the frosting. The usual packs of cookies. That's like Em's dream, she's gonna love that. What's that? Some blueberry cheesecake caramelised croissant. This is kind of cool. You just get packs of fully cooked seasoned chicken. You had like plain chicken breast as well. It's £6, $6 per pound. That's pretty good. Would make meal prep easy. I am very lazy with cooking meat in the off season, hence why Mega Fit is so good. But my Costco did that as well. I would get that in the UK, but unfortunately not. Oh, they look good. Pretzel bites. We are just torturing ourselves. We're just looking at everything that like we kind of want, but not enough to actually buy because we don't want to be like majorly off plan. If we're going off plan, we're going to go to a restaurant, not eat like some Costco stuff. So it's one of them.
just enjoying browsing. I've located the frozen fruit. They don't have raspberries. Of course not. Why would they? It's not like that's the only thing I wanted to buy from here. Great. It's probably because they can't find decent raspberries to sell, so they just don't sell them. That's my conclusion. So I literally had every fruit but raspberries. Great. So that's very frustrating. We'll keep looking, see if they're elsewhere, but I've been done in here, fuming. Back to the paracetamol raspberries it is. So, back from Costco. Got a nice refill. This is mental, like unlimited refill from like the Coke machines in Costco. They have them in the UK. I think they're not expensive in the UK, they're really cheap. If you go to Five Guys, it's like £5 for a refill drink, right? Even Nando's is like that. 79 cents in the US, which is like, what, fucking 60p for unlimited refill. So I've had about a litre of Diet Coke because Em got a hot dog because she's not feeling great, so she just wants something quick and easy. And then she's gone to bed. I'm locked in, so I just got Diet Coke. That's good. We now have our Mega Fit J Cutler chicken, 43 protein, 240 calories, literally just prepped chicken. So I'm having that with rice, 3 rice cakes to volumise the meal. I have, if you can see, my courgette cooking, and we've got some shredded lettuce. So it's basically rice and rice cakes just to volumise it a bit, some lettuce. What are the actual macros? Let me just tell you now before the food is ready, so that when it's ready I can just eat it. 3 rice cakes that are really, really low calorie. To be precise, 1 rice cake is 3.5 grams of carbs. 10 grams of carbs of rice cakes. They are thin rice cakes if you were interested. Got a cup of sticky rice. The chicken. Is that the right chicken? Yeah, the right chicken. And then the exciting part. Look what we've got. You can't see that at all. Now you can. That is Cheesecake Factory brown dinner rolls. So we've got the brown bread. Our famous brown bread and wheat dinner rolls. So as part of my post-workout, I'm having a dinner roll. I'm about to put that in the air fryer, heat up just so I can enjoy that on the side with then my big chicken salad with a little bit of rice. So that is the meal. This then comes out to post-workout is 81 grams of carbs, 7 fat, and 57 grams of protein. So very good macros. Easy, nice tasting chicken already prepped for me. So we're gonna jump on that. My courgette is definitely now burnt to shit, so I should probably turn that off. And I will show you the finished product. There we go, that is the meal. Courgette, a shitload of shredded iceberg lettuce, some chicken, and 3 rice cakes. The rice cakes just help to add a bit of volume to it, because obviously they're puffed rice, so it makes the meal feel bigger. No sugar added ketchup. And then we also have this pineapple and mango new sauce, which is 0 calories. The one we bought from Iron Revolution. So do a little bit of ketchup. Not wear my ketchup because we're in the off season. Hell yeah. Still tracking my salt, still tracking my water. But condiments get the pass now. So do a little bit of this sauce over the top because it is pretty fucking good. Lovely. And that is that. That is post-workout. What a delightful bowl of greenery. I'm going to eat this. It is quite late now, I won't lie. Legs took us a while, but it was a very, very good session. My glutes are killing me. So I'm going to eat this, wait about an hour, and then eat again to try and catch up on some meals. So see you very shortly. So meal number 4, we are back. We have what technically should be my carb-free meal of effectively just chicken and salad. Now, I'm living it up a little bit in America. We were in the store, and I just saw some wraps that had GLP-1 friendly. They're obviously Mission Carb Balance wraps. 2 grams net carbs, very high in fibre. 70 calories per wrap, okay? Now, are these the sort of things I'd recommend you eat daily in your diet as a bodybuilder? No. Okay, I would not. I simply was intrigued and wanted to try them. So there's technically 19 grams of carbs in them, but 17 grams of which is dietary fibre. So soluble and insoluble fibre, which basically isn't digested. So there's 2 grams of actual carbs, 70 net calories, just a shit ton of fibre, basically. So yeah, I'm having 2 wraps with my chicken. Chicken this time around is just like one of the big Mega Fit packs, unflavoured, just literally a pound of chicken. So these are like really useful, probably one of the most useful products they do. Just your prepped chicken. I need to weigh out about 45 grams worth of protein from them, which should be like 6 ounces, I believe. Yeah, somewhere around there. The other exciting thing I'm trying, well, have been having, that I'm putting in, are these turkey uncured pepperoni. Again, would I say this belongs in a typical bodybuilding diet? No. But I really like chorizo and pepperoni and that sort of stuff, but obviously not great for you, so I don't really have it ever, unless it's like a full-on cheat meal. But these, however, per serving, a serving, by the way, is 17 slices. I have about 6. In 17 slices, there's 4 grams of fat and 10 grams of protein. So they're actually really good macros because it's turkey, pepperoni. Organic, got them from Whole Foods. So yeah, I have a couple slices of this. In the wraps, I've also got some pepper diced up. I'll put some pepper in the wraps with a bit of lettuce, the chicken, a little bit of pepperoni. And yeah, instead of just doing chicken and lettuce, it's a lot more exciting. So this is part of my intuitive eating post-prep. Well, in America, okay. Not stuff I would regularly have in my diet, but it makes it a lot more exciting and enjoyable. So it's a bit of a treat, whilst also staying relatively on plan from a macro standpoint. You know, this meal has 39 grams of carbs, technically, but obviously most of that, how much to be precise? It was 17 times 2, so what is that, like 34? Is that shit maths? No, it's 34, yeah. So 34 grams of carbs. So it's basically got 5 grams of carbs, technically, that's going to be digested. 60 protein and 15 fat. So again, pretty good macros in there. Can't complain at all. So yeah, we're going to get to whipping this up. I'm just going to pan fry the chicken with the pepper to heat it up, to then put it in the wrap and go from there. So I will show you the finished product. The wraps were a little smaller than I anticipated. Well, I knew how small they were, but I air fried them slightly too long, so they kind of shrank a bit. So now we've just got some weird, like, slightly crispy burrito things. Look pretty good. Didn't really have enough space for lettuce. So I've got my pepper in there, my pepperoni. And to be honest, I'm quite excited to eat them. They look pretty good, so yeah. Can't complain. Going to enjoy this, get some work done. And we've got 2 more meals to go. It also wouldn't be a full day of eating without the copious amounts of 0 sugar drinks that I absolutely do not recommend if you're in prep. However, if you were just dieting and you don't have a photo shoot or anything like that, and it's not affecting your digestion, have at it. Curb the sweet tooth, make the diet that little bit easier. So, yeah, but if you're in prep, limit it to 1 a day or as little as possible. Right then, we're back. We've just nipped, I've done so much work and booking and admin and getting stuff sorted for Italy and loads of boring stuff. Favourite meal from MegaFit, about to go down, the Chris Bumstead Savage meal. It is consisting of lean ground bison, sweet potatoes, yellow onion, avocado oil, garlic, sea salt, black pepper, onion and parsley. 450 calories, 17 fat, 38 carb and 40 protein. So I have that, and I'm just going to bang in a load of lettuce because I won't lie, I'm very hungry. But I very much enjoy this this meal. We just need to remove the label before we microwave it, and then take out the little pot of sauce. Wonderful. And then literally just slap that in the microwave for about 2 minutes, minute and a half, and you're good to go. Just like that. Can't remember which sauce this one is, if I like it or not. There's one of the crisp Bumstead sauces I really liked and one I wasn't so keen on. So we'll find out which one this is. But yeah, that was the meal. We went to ShopRite, grabbed, what did we grab? Some Jello, which I'll show you later, that's for my last meal. Some more strawberries for my last meal because I ran out. I got some flu meds because I think from all my sleep deprivation and then being at New York Pro and stuff, it's finally caught up to me. I'm getting pretty ill, so I went and picked up some flu meds to stay on top of it. Em needed a few bits, and that was kind of that. This is meal number 5. This is my usual beef and potato meal, so it works out quite nice. I've got bison and potato. Gonna eat this, and then in about 40 minutes, I'm jumping on Kyle's podcast with him and Andrew Berry, Unwrapped, which is one I listen to the entirety of prep. In fact, I'll listen to every episode, so it's pretty cool to go on there. The only downside is it's quite an intelligent podcast about all things bodybuilding. They just shoot the shit, but they're both very, very smart people, so I need to be like switched on and with it, and I'm just not. I am so tired right now, but that's fine. I'm sure I'll waffle enough to get by. This is now done. Beautiful. I am going to plate it into an actual plate rather than just eating it from the packet. Mainly for YouTube purposes. That is like the only reason I'm doing it. Let me put that one on. Tripod. I've just put that all over the floor. Fantastic work. Bit of salt. Nice bit of lettuce. And there you have it. What a delightful meal with our Mega Fit sauce. I've literally been recording the entire time it took me to make that meal. Precisely about 3 minutes, including cooking time. Unreal. So yeah, I'm literally not sponsored by MegaFit. They've just really helped me out this trip. So I do talk about them quite a lot, but it's just genuinely because I'm a big fan of the product, of the service, whatever you'd call it, I don't know. Meal 5, let us, a little bit of the sauce. Can't remember if I like this one, so let's hope so, because I've just put a decent amount on it. Pretty good to be fair. Right, lettuce, potato, beef mince. Very nice. Having MegaFit is the first time I've ever had bison in my life. I won't lie, if you gave me bison and beef mince in 2 bowls and didn't tell me which was which, I would not be able to tell you the difference. Bison just sounds cooler, so I'm going to say I prefer bison. Having another Pepsi, purely because I'm so tired. I need a little kick of caffeine. I don't want a Monster or coffee at this time. Pepsis have about 40 milligrams of caffeine in, so I'm actually using it as an energy drink. Work smarter, not harder. Right, I'm gonna eat this meal, jump on the podcast, should be about an hour, and then get my last meal at about 8 p.m. and then get off to bed, because I'm very tired. So, full day I think is going well. I'm very hungry, but having these lower days in and amongst the days where I eat cheesecake and stuff, it's called balance. It's called post-show balance. You know, I need to stick to the diet some days to make sure I don't balloon up and become a fat fuck and ruin the off season. So, locked in. So, podcast wrapped up. I will put the link in the description, as it will already be out by the time this drops. So if you do want to go watch that, go watch it. It was pretty good. Andrew and Kyle are both very smart people. Me, not so much, but it was good to chat. Last meal time. It's a bit later. Podcast went on a bit. We had a good chat and caught up after, which was nice. My pre-bed drink that I drink and take my tablets before I eat my last meal, just because I was eating my last meal, and then to nail a load of tablets after that, it's just not as fun. So we've got another 50ml aloe vera juice, or gel as this is, because I don't know, but it's doing what it's meant to do, so do 50ml of that. Bit of water, and then ESN Sleep, Athlete Stack. I also open up a few NAC capsules, put it in there, and then I take the rest of my sups in here. It is literally ashwagandha, zinc, magnesium, curcumin, kidney support, blood pressure support, Q10, solid joints, and that is that. So I'm gonna nail all those, and then we're gonna get the last meal, which is a pretty good meal. We've got some surprises in there, so look forward to it. Right then, final meal. We have a little bit of fruit, some fire yogurt. So we've got 150 grams of Total Zero yogurt. All right, the yogurt I normally have. Normally my last meal is a creamy when I was in the UK. Sadly, not got a creamy machine. We've got a Ninja blender there, but not quite a creamy. And I'm not quite hungry enough to buy a creamy for the few weeks we're out here. So 150 grams of fire yogurt will do. 40 grams of whey isolate in there, along with 1 scoop of stracciatella flavour powder. I'm not a fan of the Greek yogurt natural flavour, so I put a bit of that flavour powder in there. And we then have 150 grams of strawberries, which I have cut up. And yes, so there's 40 grams of whey isolate in there, and that is that. Now the additionals that I'm not technically tracking the macros, you see on screen won't have included this. I'm going to throw like the smallest serving of this granola on the yogurt, along with just some blueberries and raspberries, just because I don't want a bowl of plain yogurt, and with the strawberries we're doing something else, which you'll see. So we're literally going to do like 20 grams of raspberries, so it's not even worth tracking. If you're in prep, track it, but you know, as we've established, I'm not, so I'm not tracking it. Nice bit of paracetamol raspberries, and then just a handful of blueberries. Wonderful. Right. Right, there's our little yogurt bowl. Not very hardcore, you know, class physique, big bodybuilder, manly alpha shit, but it's about to get worse. So we then got our strawberries, right? And we walk around the American supermarket and you see all these cool things, right? Jello, zero sugar, instant reduced calorie pudding and pie filling. So here we have what the Jello comes out at. It says you're meant to make it with milk or something. beet pudding mix and milk with a whisk, 2 min. This is just water. This is 250ml water and like a pack of sugar-free Jello. 30 calories per serving. I assume that includes the milk. I have no idea. I don't know, but basically there's like no calories in it, and that's if you have the whole thing. I don't have the whole thing. I just get a little bit of it and put it over my strawberries so that I can flavour the yogurt with the whey. So we get a bit of the chocolate, and it's basically chocolate covered strawberries, except it's 0 sugar Jello covered strawberries. And that is that. That is, it doesn't look very appetizing, but that is basically a dessert. And I've used like 1/10 of the Jello mixture, so it's probably 3 calories worth of Jello. And there we have meal 6. Yogurt, fruit, tiny bit of granola and some Jello. So a few treats in there that would not suffice in prep, but enjoying them whilst we're out here. Doesn't have to be miserable all the time. Why is this camera not following me? But that was a full day of eating. Total calories for today, not including the like 8 grams of granola I've not tracked. 2,800, 300 carb, 57 fat, 305 protein. So pretty good going. Still not broke the 3K mark. We'll get there one day, but obviously it's like I'm kind of doing like 2 days on plan and then a day where we eat a meal, a steak, some ice cream, cheesecake, whatever. Tomorrow we are, as I said, traveling to this gym. Tomorrow will be on plan, and then Wednesday we're going to Philly for the day, where that will certainly not be on plan. So balance is the word, hence why I'm not obese yet. But that concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Next food video will likely be a little bit more exciting as we head to Philly, and then on to New York next week for significantly less on-plan food. That's what you're all waiting for. So look forward to that one. Like and subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next one.